Stepmom made me give up my bedroom every weekend for her real kids, so I made sure they'd never want to visit again. The rule started when I was 14. Dad remarried and Linda moved in with her collection of family photos that didn't include me. She had 2 kids from her first marriage, Kyle and Natasha, ages 12 and 10. They lived with their dad 3 hours away, but visited every other weekend. They need stability when they're here, Linda announced that first Friday. So you'll sleep in the basement and give them your room. I looked at my dad. He was staring at his coffee. It's just 2 nights, he said quietly. Be flexible. The basement wasn't finished. Concrete floor, exposed pipes, 1 bare bulb hanging from the ceiling. I carried my pillow down there and tried to sleep on the ancient sofa that smelled like mildew and cat piss, even though we'd never owned a cat. I thought it was temporary. I thought my dad would see how wrong it was. Saturday morning, I came upstairs to find Kyle wearing my hoodie. Linda said I could borrow anything in the room. He shrugged. At breakfast, Natasha was reading my journal out loud while Linda laughed. Give that back, I said. My hands were shaking. Natasha held it higher. It's in the room, which means it's community property when we're visiting. Linda nodded like this made perfect sense. You should be grateful they want to bond with you. I looked at my dad again. He was doing the crossword puzzle. Every other weekend became every weekend. Linda said the kids needed consistency. Then it became every weekend plus holidays. Then Thursday through Monday, because the drive is so long, they should maximize time with their mom. I was sleeping in that basement 5 nights a week. My room stopped being my room. Kyle rearranged my furniture. Natasha painted 1 wall purple without asking. Linda bought them new bedding and threw mine in the basement. You don't even use the room anymore, she said when I protested. Stop being selfish. I tried everything normal. I asked Dad to intervene. Linda's kids need to feel welcome, he said. You're older. You understand. I asked to put a lock on my closet. That's hostile, Linda said. I asked if I could at least keep my journal somewhere private. You're 16, Linda said. You shouldn't have secrets anyway. The basement was 54 degrees in winter. I slept in 2 hoodies and still woke up with my fingers numb. It was 91 degrees in summer with no air conditioning. I woke up drenched in sweat, my pillow soaked. I stayed at friends' houses when I could, but eventually their parents would call my dad asking if everything was okay at home. She's just dramatic, Linda would tell them. Teenagers, you know. The breaking point came 4 months ago. I came home from school to find Linda had donated my desk to Goodwill. Kyle needed room for his gaming setup, she explained. He's here almost full-time now. It made sense. My stomach dropped. He's here full-time? His dad got a job overseas. Kyle's moving in permanently. Natasha will come every weekend still. That's when I stopped fighting and started planning. The next Thursday, I followed Linda's rule exactly. I gave up my room, but I also gave them everything in it. I removed every light bulb. I took the curtains down. I removed the door from the hinges and carried it to the basement. The rule is I give up the room, I told Linda. The door is mine. I'm taking it with me. I unscrewed the heat vent cover. I took the batteries out of the smoke detector. I removed the mirror from the wall. I even unscrewed the towel bar from the connected bathroom. Kyle's 16, I said. He can hang his towel on the doorknob. Oh wait, Linda's face went red. Put everything back right now. You said I had to give up the room. You never said I had to give up my belongings. I carried everything to the basement piece by piece. That weekend, Kyle refused to sleep in there. It's freezing, he said, and it's pitch black and creepy. Natasha took one look and started crying. There's no door. I can't change clothes. People can just walk by and see me. Linda tried to force me to put it back. I shrugged. I'm just following your rule. The room is available. They can sleep there. She demanded my dad intervene. Linda, legally speaking, she's not wrong, he said. And I realized this was the first time I'd heard him take my side in 2 years. Kyle lasted 1 night sleeping on the couch before he called his dad. Within a week, he'd moved back to his father's place overseas. Natasha now refuses to visit at all. Linda spent $4,000 replacing everything I took, but her kids still won't come back. Last week, she tried to make me move back upstairs. The room is empty now, she said. You can have it again. I looked at her from my basement sofa. I like it down here. It feels like home now.